Alright guys, so welcome to another video for the Redmi K20 Pro, also known as the Mi 9T Pro, and say 2 to 3 days back I flashed this particular ROM which is known as Voltage OS, and after that we got a hot fix which I have flashed as well. Since then I have been using it, Sanath has been using it, Pratik has been using it, so these guys have been testing it. We have a lot of data, basically a lot of good things to say about this particular ROM. So this is going to be a quick review because I don't know how many voltage reviews we've done so far, because every build that comes out for this particular device, Android 12, be it Evolution X, be it Siberia, be it Voltage, these are good ROMs. These ROMs are giving a new life to this phone which is 2 years old. If you were to use it on MIUI, probably in a day's time you will throw it away. That's how bad the MIUI 12.5 experience on this particular phone is. So before we get into the details, if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the notification bell icon because it doesn't cost you anything and it really motivates us to make amazing content like this. If you think you like chatting with like-minded people, well, join us on Telegram. We have more than 1700 members over there, and you can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Last but not the least, if you think the hard work is worth the effort, please click on the join button and support the channel. Now, without further ado, hello awesome people. Welcome to PhoneOps. My name is Kailash. Let's get going. Alright, now let's look at the changelog, but we are not going to go to the entire thing because this is a hotfix changelog we are talking about. So very few things over here: fixed, isolated, app denial, ad restricted, CPU set, fixed, power hole, spam. There were some issues with the previous build. That's the reason they released a hotfix. Now it does say always make an Android backup, be safe, only vanilla build, Android 11 firmware is mandatory. The ROM uses OSS vendor and Soviet Star kernel, right? Now there is a small thing that I would like to address before we actually go ahead with this particular review. Recently we released a video of Gcam for the POCO X3 Pro. That video is doing good and a lot of you guys want the same video for the K20 Pro and the Mi 11X. Now understand, until it is completely stable, I probably will not make a video. So I'm testing a lot of Gcams for Voltage or K20 Pro as a whole. As you can see, I still have a Gcam over here, but there are things that are broken. Similar things for the Mi 11X or the POCO F3. Soon there will be videos, but let me complete the testing. Now let's get back to Voltage. This is one of the first ROMs that came with AOSP Android 12, and since then they have been doing a great job. Now the moment you boot into this particular ROM, you will have a beautiful Voltage wallpaper. The boot animation for Voltage is pretty solid, right? You have very basic set of icons over here, no search bar, no drama going on. To the left you have Google Feed, which works smooth as ever. With time it is getting even better, and you can see the Monet theming system doing the job over here. If you swipe from the top to bottom, you will get access to a lot of quick tiles along with this notification which tells you if your mic or camera or anything from your phone is being used. It will notify you. That is an Android 12 feature. Now over here you see a Wi-Fi calling icon, you see the battery estimates. So this section in Android 12 particularly has been very interesting, and they are doing a great job with that. Now talking about the quick tiles, you do have the screen recorder, which I'm not going to test again because screen recording works absolutely fine on Android 12 ROMs for the Redmi K20 Pro. If you go to the edit menu over here, you will see that you do have some options. You have reading mode, privacy access styles, invert colors, extra dim, caffeine, FPS info. FPS info is something that is interesting. Heads up is that is something interesting. Then you do have AOD off, compass, and a few other things which are very interesting quick tiles. I mean, the reason compass is interesting, if you turn it on, you see just by pulling your phone down, you will see what direction you're looking at and stuff. FPS info, well, very useful when you're gaming and doing stuff. Right now, if you press and hold over here, you will get access to home settings, which is some basic launcher. I don't know if it's a Voltage launcher or not, but yes, it does have developer options over here. So ton of features, you can go ahead and probably play with those. Apart from this, you have widgets, your Android 12 widgets which are present. For example, if you talk about the clock, you have the Android 12 clock over here. You can select this particular one and it looks really nice with the Material U theming, as you can see over here. So very beautiful material design is what they've done with Android 12. Now the dialer over here is very basic. You don't really have anything special going on. You don't have call recorder and things like those. Even the messaging application is Google messaging. So not a lot of bloatware. It does come with a very basic camera application which doesn't even give you portrait mode and stuff like that. As you can see over here, it does have some options, if not too many, right? Now we have Gcam, but Gcam works fine. Some features are broken. For example, if you go to portrait will work, but if you go to video, it will crash, right? Now, if you go to settings over here, let's go to about phone. Let's go to the Android 12 version over here. You have the hotfix naming. This is the maintainer, and Android security patch is January 2022. Of course, this is Android 12 and it comes with the Soviet Star kernel enforcing build. Now, the good thing with Soviet Star kernel is you can always expect decent performance, and that is what is going on over here. Now, all the other options and sub-menus I've explained in I don't know how many videos, but these are standard Android 12 things. Things that matter is the power hub. I probably have covered this in the past as well. As you can see, it did crash over here. I don't know why, because it has not crashed on me till now. Anyway, let's go to Power Hub. You have things like status bar, quick settings, themes, buttons, lock screen, power menu, notifications, and miscellaneous. Now I'll quickly go to one by one all these settings. I'm not going to explain them because that will make the video unnecessarily long. But yes, it does have a ton of customization is what I would say, and all the customization options are present and working absolutely fine. Just see the amount of customization you have for the lock screen. Then you have the advanced power menu in which you can include a bunch of things. Then you have the notifications customization, and you have miscellaneous as well, in which you do have their home-baked gaming mode. Now, this is not the Android 12 gaming dashboard that we are talking about. This is a different gaming mode. You can go ahead and enable notification, Danmaku and stuff like that. I don't like that, so I'm going to keep it off. You do have things like use game driver, performance tuning, and gaming, to be honest, has been pretty rock solid on this ROM and kernel combo, so no complaints there at all. Now, if you go to the battery section over here, you do see you don't get thermal profiles, but you do get things like battery usage, which is very, very basic. As you can see, the phone has been idle for almost 3 days and I've used 2 hours of screen on time. Still, you can see over here, we do have about 20 to 30% of battery left. Let's see here, 40% battery left. So yes, the battery life on this particular ROM is pretty rock solid. If you go to the display section, you will see that you have some advanced options available over here as well, including ambient display. That means you can always keep it on because this is a device which comes with an AMOLED panel. So if you talk about the fingerprint scanner, for me, that works absolutely great. Even when you lock the phone, this Android 12 animation is what is beautiful. So all in all, the fingerprint scanner has no problem. The thing that is still missing is the face unlock, and someday Android 12 ROMs will also have it. Now, if you go to system, you will have pop-up camera settings and gestures over here. You have swipe to screenshot along with expanded screenshot, which is working absolutely fine. So as far as the UI and the ROM is concerned, you can use this as a daily driver. You will not have any major issues doing that. If you talk about basic stuff like safety net, well, safety net passes by default. DRM info says wideband L1 is present. Now let's talk about the benchmark numbers. But before that, we will check something important. Does this ROM has unlimited storage or not? So as you can see, backing up from this pixel is free and unlimited, which is a good thing. That means you have unlimited Google Photos backup over here. Now let's talk about the benchmark numbers. The CPU throttled to 92% of its max performance, and the average score was 181,678 GIPS. Excellent performance there. Geekbench 733 single core, 2579 multi-core. Now, apart from this, I do have another battery screenshot, a couple of them in fact from Sanath and Pratik. As you can see, the phone was charged 9 hours back and the screen on has been 6 hours and 13 minutes and they still had 16% in this particular one. And if this one is what you're talking about, 37% battery left and 6 hours and 24 minutes of screen on time. So absolutely excellent battery life, brilliant charging, smooth operation, fingerprint works absolutely fine. You can use your banking apps, no problem. So all in all, this version of Voltage is doing a great job. You can flash it and forget it, is what I believe. Let me know in the comment section what do you think about Voltage OS's latest build for the K20 Pro or the Mi 9T Pro. Until the next one, this is Kailash signing off at PhoneOps. Keep smiling, take care, goodbye.